refugee status criteria, Home Office, like there is a risk of harm, but we're not really that sure about the level of risk because there isn't actually a war there, for example, in the country of nationality. So they would look at the HP criteria. Is there a humanitarian crisis? And if there isn't, then they would say, okay, fine, you don't meet that criteria either. And ultimately, Home Office look at the immigration rules outside the rules on human rights, family life, private life, any other aspects relevant to your particular situation, and consider whether you should be given leave to remain in the UK outside the rules on a discretionary basis. Now, those are the three segments on how asylum is considered. And now imagine Home Office, worst case scenario, refuses the appeal, then you may have the right of appeal and go to the court and seek to persuade the judge on that aspect. Now, so that's the asylum in a nutshell. How to claim it, there's a number, I'll link in the description box below, to call the Home Office and start the process. Home Office will ask a few questions on the phone, briefly, what is the reason for asylum, your name, date of birth, address. Now here's a point, if you don't have an address, tell the Home Office that you need accommodation, and Home Office will provide what they can based on availability they have for accommodation. Now, the interview process could take time. There is no time frame, but say, for example, your asylum is pending for more than 12 months since your screening, where you get the ARC card, then you may ask the Home Office by email for permission to work, and you would get permission to work if your asylum is pending for more than 12 months, and the permission to work would be on shortage occupation list. So it's a list of jobs that you could get employment in, provided that you have an asylum claim pending and Home Office grants that permission to work. Yes, an interview would be about question and answer. So it's not like a police interview where your lawyer can be like, no, don't answer that question. The point is, in asylum, you are the one claiming asylum, so you are the one going to the Home Office saying, help me. And in order for the Home Office to assess what the situation is, there is usually an interview. So there's two interviews: a screening interview, which is a brief 15-20 questions, briefly assessing what's what, and the substantive interview, where they would go into detail about where, when, how, which, why, and XYZ relevant questions to your situation. Now, I hope that's been helpful. As always, contact me, details below, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Take care.